how well Feeblestar can do against the gauntlets of Blueguys. Blueguys, of course, going to be starting off with the Val, and we'll see how well that does. Maybe we'll swap over to the Rayman, depending on the set.
Now, Blazy was the one who sent Blueguys down into the loser's bracket. Blazy was also the one who sent Feeblestar down into the loser's bracket. Both sets were 3-1, and it was with Blazy's Azoth. Now we're seeing Feeblestar and Blueguys duke it out. The loser is going to finish with the bronze medal. The winner will get a chance to fight Blazy again for the salty run back, and the big opening favoring Feeblestar early on. Also grabs the next weapon, has Blueguys in the orange.
Untouched so far, Feeblestar. Can he get the
take
stock?
The weapon. Take the weapon.
Ooh, goes for the neutral sig, doesn't need it. Weapon toss, all right, over to the sword. Guaranteed knockout potential here. Down light recovery, down light Sair.
Oh, man. Went for the D-light Sair. Easily punished Blueguys down air to the platform.
But Blueguys did touch Feeblestar with the hit, so it's not a 0 to death at the very least. And a little bit of more damage coming out. This is, again, what we're seeing from Feeblestar, and we see from Giros as a whole, is just that struggle to finish stocks. Blueguys!
He's so good!
What?
Blueguys
what a read
so
for that ground
good.
pound.
So good. Getting that KO in orange, too.
So smart to turn that ground pound around, reading Feeblestar going in back towards the stage. Feeblestar going to finally finish that stock off with the neutralite, but man, that's going to make you sweat, right? Like having that big of a lead and just getting caught out once or twice, and you're like, oh, God, now I'm behind.
And you're going to see Feeblestar, he started swapping those weapons, but he ended it early so that he could guarantee having a scythe. He didn't want to risk getting hit away and being stuck with a sword in his hand. Blueguys already has Feeblestar in the orange.
You guys just adding up this damage. Feeblestar not able to maintain that lead that he had at the very beginning of this game. Throws out the down sig. That's an easy punish for Blueguys. And Feeblestar, yep, knows that he is gone. Ends up just kind of side airing off into the distance and coming back on his third stock here in game number 1.
I got a feeling that we don't see them going back to this map if Blueguys takes this. Oh man, the side air. There is a weapon spawn. Blueguys doesn't even care. He's using it as a trap, throws away his weapon, picks up the sword. Feeblestar so far behind at this point. Ooh, the backside of that side light.
Dropped off. Feeblestar getting some damage here. Goes for the side sig read. Neutral sig would have also launched laterally, so either one of those would have been a horizontal throw, but still, Feeblestar trying to go for big stuff. The recovery dropped.
Dodges through the weapon. Not able to punish. Oh, hits the neutral signature. Feeblestar makes that signature look so good.
Yo, it's nice in terms of vertical priority, though, because you stay low, the hitbox goes high. Lots of opportunities there, but the spot dodge gets read out by Blueguys. And that's going to be a convincing game number 1.
That is a nice JV2. That means all of the damage, 434 points that Feeblestar put out, went into the first 2 stocks. Divide that in half, that is 217 damage on average that Feeblestar had to do before he was taken out of stock. For reference, you turn red at 150. Now compare that to how Feeblestar was taking out stocks with the signature kit that Jiro has from people in the past. He was getting those KOs from the middle of the stage at around 150, 170, 180. That's 30, almost 40 points away from that 217 that it's requiring now to take out Blueguys.
Here we go, game number 2, and we're seeing a very different start to this one. Blueguys, first one to pick up the weapons, even denies the second one and is still adding up damage onto Feeblestar. Feeblestar finally picking up a scythe, but is behind.
Now, we've seen Blueguys do very well with both weapons here against Feeblestar, where on the other side, it's mostly been this scythe. So it depends on if Blueguys can keep Feeblestar not just on a weapon, but on only one of his weapons. I mean, keep him on the scythe, or just, off the scythe. He has a good chance again to take this. He is a little bit behind here, but that's the way the last game started as well.
We do see Feeblestar making the swap over to the sword for the guaranteed knockout with the recovery. I like this map pick in favor of Feeblestar because, of course, with small Brawlhaven, with the closer kill boxes, he's not going to struggle. He's not going to be knocking out at 215.
Did Feeblestar ban out Demon Island? I was doing too much math in my head. Okay.
Oh. Sidesig went onto the corner. That one's a tricky one. Depending on if he was like a little bit further to the left, it would have ended up just shooting down and Feeblestar had a free punish. So I can't overly fault Feeblestar for just kind of miscalculating that one.
Ooh. Again, Blueguys playing around this weapon, not necessarily most concerned with keeping Feeblestar away from it. It is going to be a sword, so it's not the biggest deal for Blueguys if Feeblestar ends up grabbing a sword.
There's the weapon spawn on the left side. We'll see if Feeblestar makes the run over there. You see him slowly meandering his way there, but it's not safe. Blueguys is still active and around it. Ooh, he charged up the side sig, but Blueguys had the punish.
That's something that Feeblestar, does hit the neutral signature, but he really hasn't had as much success with the signature kit here on Jiro that he had against other players in the past. Like, you saw him throwing out those side signatures, and that final swipe of it was catching other people. It seems like Blueguys either knew about the signature kit better than some of the other players going into this, or he has seen what Feeblestar's been doing with the signature kit and hasn't really fallen prey to them as much.
I mean, that's definitely something that happens. Like, when you're a relative unknown, right? People aren't going to be as familiar with your playstyle, especially if you're on a lesser-picked legend. And so as these sets progress, of course, Feeblestar getting a lot of stream time means that Blueguys has a lot more gameplay that he gets to watch and analyze.
D-Light dare. Gets the nair this time, and the side air goes for another side air. Blueguys has been searching for that neutral air. Feeblestar has dodged through so many of them. That one he got, goes in with the ground pound, pulls out a little bit early, chooses to wait. He didn't want to get his recovery interrupted, and gets the KO, takes another game. Blueguys 2-0 on Feeblestar.
This is where you're seeing Feeblestar, who usually likes to utilize the fact that Jiro does have a lot of movement speed to try to get spacing, try to disengage. You saw him really trying to run away from Blueguys on that final stock, and Blueguys just had the chase down. Of course, Val, another high movement speed legend.
There is Small Mammoth on the board, Small Great Hall, and Apocalypse. We're going to Small Mammoth. Defense stance coming out from Blueguys. Val going to go from 6 to 7, going to match that movement speed. So he's going to move quickly and is going to be able to tank some hits as well.
3, 2.
Little interesting. Generally speaking, you see Vals go into the strength stance, but it's a little bit less necessary in this matchup. Of course, Feeblestar, very low defense legend, so I'm not sure if Blueguys is doing that specifically for this matchup or as a whole prefers the defense stance.
And what an opening from Feeblestar, but it's still like every time he gets that, I'm reminded of game one.
Okay, weapon toss. Going for the chase with the recovery, but Blueguys already finding response. Relatively even, but again, the neutral sig will connect for Feeblestar. This time, not gonna knock. Oh, yes, it will. Didn't have the movement. Feeblestar gonna get an early lead, but just barely.
Gonna punish that one. He was way too low to the ground for that neutral sig to hit. There's the sidelight into the recovery. That sidelight turned him red. Also hit another recovery. Delayed that one just a little bit, preparing for the dodge to come out. Another D-Light recovery. Now he has the consistency of hitting the D-Light recoveries. He struggled with that a little bit earlier. He wasn't really nailing them against Blazy. And now it seems like he's nailed it down a little bit better here against Feeblestar.
Blueguys is connecting with those D-Light recoveries. Great for finishing off stocks when you have the Gauntlet kit. Now going to try to start adding up this damage onto the second stock. Interesting option there. I think that was a whiffed down sig and instead went for a ground pound because he didn't have the spot dodge.
And that side signature. It is just not Feeblestar's friend here against Blueguys.
Has Feeblestar connected with a side sig at all?
I don't think he has against Blueguys. Ooh, the down air has Blueguys in the red. Feeblestar backing up a little bit, giving a lot of respect to Blueguys off stage, but he doesn't have gauntlets in his hand.
Yeah, Feeblestar looking a little bit nervous about those offstage engagements. Ever since that first stock where Blueguys got that turnaround and then that ground pound, Feeblestar's been really not risking those offstage, instead staying on stage, playing it safe with the scythe kit.
Already using the side air to get back. Oh no! dipped just a little bit too far under the stage. I think he panicked a little bit, and Feeblestar immediately was ready for that opportunity.
Yeah, took full advantage of it, recognized that Blueguys put himself in an awkward position. He was like, all right, all I have to do is hit this down air. Not too risky of a play here. Gonna stick with the sword, a little bit safer for now, and getting some good damage built up on the Blueguys' last stock, but Blueguys gets the downline recovery.
So if you're Feeblestar here, you're looking at having a very tiny lead in this game, but you're down 2 games in the set. So likely this game could be coming down very close. Even if Feeblestar wins this, which he might not, he still has to worry about the Rayman from Blueguys.
What was that? What was that neutral 6 supposed to hit? Feeblestar just barely staying past Blueguys, but Blueguys has such a quick damage build that Feeblestar is going to need lots of horizontal movement on these gauntlets, and he couldn't touch.
He was so close to touching. I wonder if his dodge came off of cooldown. It probably didn't. I bet he might have been mashing it, but he was throwing out a lot of side airs there.
I think he was thinking of side air.
Yeah, he could have been mashing the side air and not necessarily focused on the dodge. But still, it's what we're seeing right now as you see those final moments of the replay. Where did his dodge come out? Oh no, it definitely was not off of cooldown.
Where the weapon toss.
I thought he'd do it a little bit. I thought he did it a little bit earlier, like one of the first things he threw out. But we're seeing this Rayman coming out from Blueguys. He loses 1 game, and you see him swapping.
Yeah, and this is going to be tough for Feeblestar because Feeblestar now has to kind of relearn the matchup. Of course, the gauntlets were the predominant damage builder for Blueguys on the Val, so he's going to have that carryover, and Feeblestar is just going to have to remember that matchup. But Blueguys does have an axe. Like, Blueguys isn't just a one-trick gauntlets Rayman. He definitely has an axe.
But I do worry about him falling down with the dares. We'll see if he comes in at a less straight vertical angle, because I'm worried about that insig, and I'm worried about the side insig as well.
Stage. Nice punish from Feeblestar. Man, this is such a risky map to take a Rayman to with those short walls. Like, I'm surprised Feeblestar wanted this.
Oh my gosh, his sword coming out big though early on into this game. Gets the weak hit, but that allows him to get the dare follow-up right off of it. Hits the side air. Are we going to see another D-Sig on the edge? He started to telegraph those a lot more, at least on this stage. The wall is tiny, like you said. Oh, big side air, and he's going to take it back.
Yeah, and at the very least, like that down signature, you can just charge it, right, and hover there, and your opponent's going to try to wait it out and burn a lot of air movement, and then suddenly you'll see opponents just completely fall off the stage. But Blueguys in the red, Feeblestar looking for the knockout, goes for the recovery, not the neutral signature. Blueguys still holding on to this first stock.
Now, he did hit that dare on Feeblestar and basically white and didn't immediately go for the neutral light. Maybe Feeblestar was a little bit too damaged for that to make contact, or he was a little bit too high up when he hit it. Ooh, I'm surprised he wasn't able to punish that. Does get the recovery, though, to take out off the top, but Blueguys still in the lead here, swapping back over to the scythe. Weapon spawn comes in, blessing Blueguys all the way on the right side of the stage. Ooh. Oh, he almost got caught real bad there.
Yeah, you saw if Feeblestar was an inch forward, but there's the short walls playing in favor of Blueguys with the down signature. This is what I was saying, like literally when I recognized that it was a Rayman on this map, I was like, Feeblestar, what are you doing, man? This is such a bad map for you.
Oh, he hit it here again. And it didn't drop this time.
All right, neutral signature, gonna put Blueguys off stage, but he's just immediately back onto the stage. Another neutral sig.
Goes over to the wall, gets picked up by the recovery. Blueguys having a tough time. Has another side air, but again, not enough.
The skin of his teeth here, Feeblestar, trying to take this one to game number 5. Last stocks here, Feeblestar on his tournament stock. Blueguys just needs to finish this one off, and he will be going to the grand finals.
He's got to get Feeblestar off of the scythe.
Oh! Oh, he doesn't have to do anything. He just got to hit a down sig. Blueguys gonna take game number 4, the Rayman coming alive. And that is Blueguys earning his shot in the grand finals against Lazy.
He brought out that Rayman. after one loss. That's what I want to see him doing here
Just
against Blazy. Because he didn't do that. Oh, no, he did bring it out after one loss. He only won one game with that Rayman, though. I thought he brought it out after 2 losses.
No, he went straight to the Rayman. I want to see him start with it.
That was in his set
Blueguys.
against Zakoi.
Yep.
He went 4 games with the Val before finally bringing out the Rayman. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he goes straight into it. He does have to contend against Blaze.